Hello everyone, welcome to Mathematics by Rumina, that is your own channel. I know I have come after a long time, but now I am going to focus on your class 10th term 2 syllabus. So now everyone, please be ready for your class 10 term 2nd syllabus. I am going to teach you all the questions which are going to come in your paper, all your case studies material, all your multiple choice questions and all your subjective wise questions. So everything you are going to get on this channel. So let's start and understand the topic, as today I have taken a topic called as quadratic equations. Okay. So today I am going to tell you that what is quadratic equation and how we are going to apply in its real life situation and what are its standard forms. Clear to everyone? So now everyone, please be very much active because I want that everyone should understand each and every part of it. So what all topic are we going to cover for this chapter? The topic we are going to cover are standard form of a quadratic equation, solutions, roots of quadratic equation. As we know that there are three methods to solve. First is factorization method, second is quadratic formula, and the third one is by completing the square method. So now if I tell you this thing is already deleted from your syllabus, so just cut this part. Then discriminant and nature of the roots and the words problem are also deleted. So this was already deleted from your syllabus as well as this. Okay, so you don't have to study these two things. Now if I move forward, how can we link quadratic equations with a real life situation? Let's understand it. So now everyone knows who is Neeraj Chopra. I think everyone knows that who is this person, Neeraj Chopra. So now we know that Neeraj Chopra has won the gold medal in javelin throw. So if you observe that javelin throw he is doing like this from here, it is going to move from here to here. That is, this is the ground level. So now what is this U shape called as? If you are going to see this diagram, it is going to be something like this. This is your javelin throw I am talking about, and this shape is exactly like your parabola. So a very important word which you have to remember, that is a parabola. Okay, so there are many things around us which have a parabolic shape. एंड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर हमारी जो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशंस होती है या क्वाड्रेटिक पॉलिनोमियल होती है, दे ऑलवेज गिव अस अ पैराबोलिक शेप. दे ऑलवेज हैव अ पैराबोला टाइप शेप. ओके, सो ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, आपके पेपर में बहुत बार इस टाइप का क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है दैट what this kind of shape is known as. Sorry, what this kind of shape is known as. This is a parabolic shape. Clear to everyone? I hope it must be clear. If there is any doubt, you can just comment below. Okay, and I will clear all your doubts. Now let's take another example. If I talk about when a batsman hit ball for a six, balls travel in parabolic shape. As you can see, a batsman first hit a ball like this, then like this, then like this. So all this are parabolic shapes. Okay, all this are your parabolic shapes. Clear? Now moving further on, a very good example if I talk about, very important. How do fighter planes hit its target so precisely all through they release bombs much before the target? Okay, bacha, it is saying that if it is a fighter plane, एक फाइटर प्लेन कैसे टारगेट पे अपने बॉम्ब्स को हिट कर देता है जबकि वो टारगेट पे रिलीज होने से पहले ही बॉम्ब को फेंक चुका होता है. दैट इज बाय कैलकुलेटिंग सम ऑफ द पैराबोलिक शेप्स, बाय स्टडी ऑफ द पैराबोलिक शेप्स एंड क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन, वो कंडीशंस क्या होती है, पॉसिबल होती है. सो नाउ let's move further. These are some live examples which I have given you. And now if I talk about the standard form of quadratic equation, so what are they? That is, the standard form is fx is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the standard form of quadratic polynomial. Okay, as equals to 0 is not there, so we can't say it as an equation. Okay, so now why it is a quadratic polynomial? Because the degree is 2, that is the highest power is 2, so it is called as quadratic. And when we put this polynomial equals to 0, it becomes as your quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Always remember one very important point, that your this a should not be equals to 0. If your a is equals to 0, then it would become your linear equations. It will not be quadratic. Why linear? Because if you know that if you are going to put your a equals to 0, so 0 x square, 0 multiplied with anything will leave you 0 only. So what we are left with? We are just left with bx plus c equals to 0, and this represents a linear equation. If I ask you, please reply in the chat box that what kind of graph does a linear equation have? Everyone, you have to reply in the chat box, what kind of graph does a linear equation have? Okay, so now moving forward, if I see your a is not equals to 0, now this concept must be clear, that why your a should not be equals to 0. Now, this is your standard form. So, firstly, a very important questions come in your paper, that firstly convert the given convert the given equation into a standard form of quadratic equation, or eitherwise they can even say you to tell the value of a, b and c, or they can even say you that how to write any of the equation. Might can be 2x square is equals to 1. They will say that write this equation in the standard form. Then how we can write this equation in the standard form? Please see it very carefully. As I know, I can just subtract 1 from both the sides, so it would be 2x square minus 1, that is equals to 0. And then this will be your standard form of quadratic equation. Clear? That this will be our standard form of quadratic equation. Okay, and if it's even say us to calculate the value of a, b and c, so you can say that from here your a is going to be 2 because 2x square, b is going to be 0. As you can see, there is no b, over here because there is no variable x, and c is going to be minus 1. So this is the one of the example I have given you. Let's move further on and let's see some more examples. Okay, so now if you can see, there is a quadratic equation 9x square plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. That is this quadratic equation. And now it is saying us that we just have to tell how it is a quadratic equation. So we know that has the highest power is 2, so the degree is 2. And when a is not equals to 0, so therefore this is a quadratic equation. A very simple stuff it is. Okay, let's take the another example. The another example is minus 7x square plus 11 upon 2 is equals to 0. Minus 7x square plus 11 upon 2 is equals to 0. Now if you observe, it is a quadratic equation as the coefficient of x square, that is minus 7, it is not equals to 0, and the coefficient of x is 0. That is why we have no term in y, as I have already taken one example as well. So now if I say you to obtain the value of a, b and c, please try to solve it yourself. And if you observe, a would be minus 7, b is going to be equals to 0 because there is no term as x, and c, that is a constant, that is b, or 11 upon 2. So now these three are your answers. Clear? Great. Moving further on, you just have to tell me that whether this is a quadratic equation or not. That is 2x cubed plus 3x square plus 9x minus 8 is equals to 0. Now since we know that the degree of the equation is 3, so therefore it is not a quadratic equation. If this term is not there, then it can be a quadratic equation, only this much equation. But because as it has 2x cubed, so therefore the degree is 3, and we will say that it is not a quadratic equation. Absolutely correct answer. So I hope you must have enjoyed the lecture. I'm just going to make some of the small videos so that the concept is more far better to clear. That is, the concept is more far clear to you all. Now tomorrow or some another day, I'm going to make more videos on quadratic equation in which I am going to deal with more stuff. Okay, so now we are going to meet on some another class. Thank you so much for viewing my video. Thank you so much everyone. Bye bye, take care and be healthy.